Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dishonored. How are you all doing today? Come on. Capture. It was working a second ago when I was doing sound tests. Why is it not working now? Hang on. Capture. Oh, it's because it's the wrong window. I've been streaming PS2 games for too long. There we go. I've got professional. Anyway. Oh god. Ahem. Anyway, hello, welcome back to Dishonored. I'm an idiot. And, there's something that I want to do before we head out on the mission. Because when last we left off, we were right about to get into the boat and head to Coldwind Bridge, which is over there. So we can go have a word with Sokolov.
I don't want to look around right now.
Of course. We can give you the tour later, when you've rested.
I was wondering, do you think my mother is really dead? I saw her get stabbed, but maybe she was still alive and got better. Is that possible?
I'm sorry, Emily. But no. She did not survive.
Did you ponder the ore of the heart?
Did you go to her funeral?
We will do that
Was
shortly.
it fancy and beautiful?
A train of carriages rode through the city. It was very beautiful. Flowers everywhere. And thousands of people wept because they will miss her.
I wish I could have seen it.
I'm sorry, dear.
So, on that note, let us...
She sees more than she is telling. Young Lady Emily. Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound. They all go.
Yeesh. So yeah, we're just gonna have a...
I mean, this
Just wanted
place
to go
isn't as
check
pretty
in.
as the Golden Cat, but I like it better anyway.
I mean, yeah, anything better than hanging out in a place like that. Let's carefully get down and not impact myself on the ground. Alright, so let's head to the bridge.
Off to Caldwin's Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later. Just climb aboard
physician.
when you're ready.
You've been asked to abduct Anton Sokolov, the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Your new allies want to obtain from Sokolov the name of the Lord Regent's mistress, a mysterious ally and one of his most powerful noble supporters. Sokolov lives in a large apartment somewhere atop Caldwin's Bridge.
What do you think, Corvo? Caldwin's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive. He's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole of Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know?
Hey.
We are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
Ahem. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go... Let's go get him.
Curfew means ain't nobody allowed to be just wandering about, except us guards. Yeah, I know. But if we do see someone, then what? Do we say something? Remind them about curfew?
No, you don't remind them. You chase them down, and you give them a severely deadly beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. You no point yelling at me. Severely deadly beating.
Well, I'm glad you're making my whole moral decisions easier.
Stalking around.
Citizens and visitors
Well.
to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew.
Hey, where the hell
is
did you
lifted.
come from?
Attention
Oh, you're a
all
captain.
citizens. No pedestrian movement
Well.
is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period.
Strong start.
And tomorrow morning.
Missed one
at
crossbow
sunrise.
shot and immediately everyone knows where I'm at. Fought.
Here we are. I'll meet you at the
Yeah,
arches
yeah,
on
yeah.
SOKOLOV'S place. Assuming, of course, you take care of this.
Well, you understand now. Curfew means ain't nobody.
So we'll go that way.
Yeah, I know. If we do see something, then what? Do we say something? Remind them about curfew?
No.
So these guys, these chap with the red shirts, they are
Give 'em a
captains.
severely deadly beating.
They are, I believe,
Okay, yeah. I
more
got it.
perceptive and generally better in a fight.
Severely deadly beating.
Okay, so there's only two hiccups and they're way down the far end.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
You know. Hi, rats. Goodies. That line always makes me laugh. It's just like, how old did you say your sister was? Ugh. Don't do that. Warehouse key. Folded Galvani resin. Okay, that's just quieter footsteps. Nothing useful in here. Need an oil tank to get this open. Let's see if there's one upstairs. Go. Should not need to use supernatural powers to get up a flight of stairs. Wait, what? Oh, that's just moved the chain to the far end. Oh, I see. I mean, I don't exactly need that. Just... Whoop. Make sure that doesn't hit the floor. And... plug. There we go. And we ride her away. Alright, so now I'm down the far end of this street. Didn't even need to do that much. Ramble, grapple.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Okay, anything back here? It's a lower path. This seems unhelpful. Oh, hang on. I meant to take out the... Yeah. Take out the spotlights first and then come down here. Apparently we've gotten through to the other side already.
Curse the plague and this blasted curfew. How is anyone supposed to make a living?
Well now, Mr. Pratchett, even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
It won't do you any good to bait me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. A smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always a lot of exotic items coming and going from his place. Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, yes, if by exotic you mean foul-smelling as a witch's bottom. The royal physician will be fine too, until he crosses the wrong man.
The wrong man, you say? I can be the wrong man. So, Mr. Pratchett. I assume of Pratchett Jellied Eels. Let's go see what this guy had. Oh, damn it. Let's go see if this guy's got anything I can pinch. Here a rune. Where is it? Oh, it's upstairs.
I told her they were trash.
Yeah. Jumping around corners. Hello. Pratchett's reminder. Truth is in the paintings. The way to truth starts in crowded streets, continue until you see an anchored whaling ship. From there, find the slaughterhouse, and the truth will be revealed to you. Thank you for just telling me your.
Teach him the best made cards, the half-wit.
Thank you for just writing down your safe code.
Can't say they didn't have it coming.
Okay.
Teach him the best made cards, the half-wit.
Oh. Just knock him out. He apparently carries his sword and gun around just about the house. Also, Mr. Pratchett, you need to relay your plasterboard. This place is disgusting. Okay, so start downstairs. We're looking for the crowded streets. Take your medal. It's free money. Right, here we go. 4. We want the whaling ship. 3. The slaughterhouse. So that's 4, 3. It's a 7, so hang on. Okay. 4, 7, 3. Nice. Right. Anything around? Oh, there's a dog.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
It has
You look
taken
like
my blood. It has taken my water. It will take my seed. Why won't it speak to me?
Don't be disgusting.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Love that touch, that just like, this guy is functionally a god, but just if you know, the best way to talk to him is just be interesting. Alright. 19th day, month of seeds. What will I do? She left and took her things back to her family, as if that will help. The plague will get us all. I've been offered work on one of the whaling boats. I'll be leaving this place at last. Later I will find a place on Tivia to the north. The winters are cold there, no rats, no plague. Last day of the month. My fortunes have turned. I have found something. Shiny, shiny and old. Looks like whalebone, which is supposed to be lucky. My cousin Emil is coming soon, bringing a bird to roast. I'm going to see if any of the shops are still open. Maybe I can buy apples or some potatoes. Put my whale bone carving on a shelf. I could not see it from some parts of the room, so I made a little pedestal for it. It looks nice in the candlelight. Sometimes I dream about it. In the dreams it makes sounds like the wind through a broken window. On some nights the wind sounds like a voice. I was supposed to go to the docks to ship out, but I remembered too late. It was 2 days ago. You must have been Emil then. So, anything else around? No. Blink ready.
Yeah, he came through earlier. Made us all touch the charger, then left for the legal district.
Okay, good. We can't lose any more men to the Arc pylons. Touch the charger before you're shipped when the duty officer brings it by, and the Arc pylon won't fry you.
Those things? You give me the willies, sir.
You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time when we didn't need these things to keep a gang of kids down. I think since the plague hit, none of them expects to live past 20. So why be scared of anything?
Scout so you don't end up in a cell. What Alec did was the exact opposite of scouting.
Speaking of Slackjaw's boys.
We saw the arc pylons. They're still there. Great. Yes, the pylons are still there, in case we want to go and get ourselves killed. Look, are we gonna bust Alec out, or not? Eventually, sure. He's the only one who could tell us about the pearls. We'll let him rot in a cell a while longer. He'll be more careful next time.
Okay, some pearls. Guessing Alec must be in the control area somewhere. But yeah, do not go near the bloody Tesla coil. You aware of the differences in the game we're playing High Chaos? Yes, more rats.
Hey, you there! Show yourself!
Oh, they've been rumbled.
Wake up! We've got some lowlife breaking curfew. Let's show them who owns a bridge.
Dead. But yeah, more rats, more plague victims. and some events play out differently. Like there was the sick, sick overseer in the last mission. In low chaos, he admits that he's sick and asks to be mercy killed, whereas in high chaos, he tries to deny it. Okay, let's head down to street level, and I'll have to scoot around the lower. Scoot around the lower side. Down you get. Up. Up. Ooh. Yikes, someone's been cheating at cards. 103. Alright, that's not going out that way. Let's take the lower path. Just gotta keep something, like, heavy in between me and it. Just leads me to the other side of the bridge, that's no help. Yeah, there we go. Tuck that tummy in, Gorbo. Let's see. Favorite mission is the next one.
I'll bet you explaining it how it is I lost when I had a flippin' royal Dunwall.
Okay, one last time. And we gotta keep an eye on things. Jeez. Ready? Now, we got your basic pair and two pair. Next comes the tall towers. And then, captain's quarters. Got it so far?
I'm not an idiot. What's next?
Then you got your Dunwall. And above that, the Royal Dunwall, which is what you had. A very, very good hand. Only one thing can beat it. Very rare, which is what I had. And that's the, come on, say it. Say it. I want you to say it with me, or you'll never learn.
The Lord Regent's purse.
Okay, so these guys are cheating at cards as well. Can't remember. It's not the one with Dowd. It's the party. One with Dowd is a ways off yet. Incendiary bolts. Okay, so I've got to get up there somehow. Is this the... Yes. Yeet!
What the fuck? Keep skulking around.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have... Actually, can I... Okay, I haven't got upgraded possession yet, so that's not gonna help me.
Keep skulking around.
That was fast.
Yeah, must have been nothing.
Yeah, it must have been nothing. Just that explosion on the other side of the other side of the bridge. Okay, there's a wiring panel here. I could have just rewired it. How about two? I haven't actually beaten 2 yet. I got up to cracking the slab, and on PS4 for some reason that mission runs like complete dog's ass, so it's impossible to play. I hear they patched it, but I just didn't have any desire to come back. So I don't know anything about 2 beyond cracking the slab. Drawbridge key. That'll come in handy. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anybody around. Come on, up and over. There you go. Is zapping. Is there a pylon around? Yeah, I planned on streaming the whole...
Good. What for? The lights are working perfect. Well, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, I'm going to stream the whole thing. Once I finish this, I will move on to the DLC, and then I'll do 2 and Death of the Outsider.
Why they always gotta put me with you, I just don't.
Go. So the lights out.
I know something's up.
Oh, careful.
I guess everything's tickety-boo.
It's not tickety-boo.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Let's get ourselves up here. Here we go. Alright. Aim for the water. Witness me! There we go. Oh, these things. I can't remember what these things are called, but there we go. River crusts, that was it. But these things shoot crap. Yeah, they shoot crap at you, but they're worth taking out because they usually have pearls in them. Yeah, kind of barnacles. Go. So yeah, worth getting rid of.
Watch it.
Huh? Oh, hey chaps. Do you prefer being able to see your legs in first person or not? Only when oh, thank you, gentlemen. Only when it's kind of important in like games that require precision platforming, like Mirror's Edge and stuff. Other than that, it's a handy detail, but you know, not vital. ALEC'S note: wait here and stay hidden until I come back. I have one last thing to do on the other side. Other side of the drawbridge. I need to deliver all these pearls we gather to the boss tonight, so don't be messing around. If something goes wrong with the guards or if anything else happens, use the sink next to the building and speak loud. The boys will come running to help. Okay. So I can draw in more Bottle Street guys if I want. Using it. Yeah, guy just uses his mind powers. Alright. Oh, hey. Free rune. Alright. I have a bunch of these now. I should probably spend them. Ooh. What should I get? What should I get? Upgraded possession will let me take control of people. Devouring Swarm. Always fun during a big fight. Bend time. Yeah, you know, I'm going to take bend time. Because you can do some really dumb shit with that. And I'm going to upgrade blink so it's got more range. Alright, and there's Casa Sokolov. This thing's got some pretty bonkers range on it now.
What, the wheels? Yes, round and around, like the cycle of life. Such a wondrous symbol of the progress we've made in industry and invention.
Waxing philosophical about the flywheels.
Remember, guardsmen, we must make sure they keep turning. It would look very bad on the record. Very bad indeed.
Apparently in D2 you're not forced to accept the Outsider's powers. No, you're not. You can just tell him to stick it up his arse, and you can go through the whole game without them.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
It was
Indeed,
born...
I believe so.
It was born from a series of challenge runs that people did in this game. There's the achievement called Flesh and Steel, which is where you go through the game without buying any skills other than Blink. Should be able to just swoop straight over the top here. Oh. Oh. Hit something. Blocked from the other side. Damn it! Nope, that one. Anybody in? Oh, I hear rats. Oh, somebody's trapped in here? What's going on? There we go, that's clear
Find
now.
a way to keep these rats off me so that I can get out.
It's apparently a person. Oh. Alright. Do that. Who's this? Finally found a new place where I should be able to hide and survive for a long time if I stay quiet. City Watch condemned the building, so this basement's a safe spot. I have to believe that. Everything is going as I expected. The Watch patrols in the street nearby, but they never enter this building. Food is the only problem, but I managed to steal some during the night. Someone's found this place and wants to share it. He has a strange amulet made of bone. He claims that it protects him from the plague. We'll see. Perhaps we can help each other, but I'm losing confidence in the odds of survival. Since he arrived, I've been having bad dreams and I don't feel very well. There are more rats in the building. Soon I won't be able to leave this shack even if I wanted to. I'm starting to think his amulet's cursed. What did I pick up? Find more ammunition. Well, that didn't do you much good, did it? Alright. Up. Here you go. Alright.
Take care of the rats, please.
There we go. That got him. You good to go?
Thank you for helping me. I thought it was safe. There were rats. So many rats. Completely infested.
Why'd you
I
come
know some
down here
folks
then?
aren't superstitious, but I swear, the rats showed up after a man came through, waving around an amulet of some kind. It looked like it was made of bone. But he's dead now, like the others who were living here.
Alright. Must have been the year of time travel levels. Yeah. What was the... I think 2015 was the year of the helicopter... No, the year of the grappling hook. And 2017 was the year of the dog, if I remember right. List of games containing time travel. Alright. Yeah, I got to cracking the slab, but I never made it past that. Alright. Casa Sokolov at last. Stay off the main thoroughfare. Oh, here. Go. Should be able to, like, thread the needle through. There's no gap in this barricade at all, so I can't even possession through it. Maybe there's another way. Don't eat the rotten fruit. That looks promising. Follow those vents up and see if I can get into the building from the top. Back! Well, that was easier. Just go up one extra flight of stairs and I don't even need to worry. Time Traveler from 1980 was a text adventure. Ah. It's before graphics were invented. That's a lot of work for... What's that? Plague Affinity. Getting damaged by Weepers gives mana. No! I'm not going to do that. Alright. Up, up. Oh, come on. I'll get on top of this building.
What about you, Grayson? You haven't been thinking again, have you?
Sir, not thinking. I was just wondering.
Stupid
Sokolov is testing elixirs on people to cure the plague. Why is it he always asks for healthy citizens? I mean, if you follow my meaning, sir.
You have no mind for natural philosophy. Obviously, it's because the ones already sick with plague don't live long enough to provide Sokolov with any useful information.
It's just a shame is all. Like that woman the other day. She was easy to look at. Seemed nice enough. Shame she has to die, I mean, and so horrible like too.
Now you listen to me. It's none of our concern the how or why of things. And if you want your elixir rations, then I suggest you stop your wondering. These are pig rats, pigs for Sokolov. Experiments. And pigs mean nothing to me. Understand?
Right.
Yikes.
Why worry about a couple of disgusting smelly pigs, you know? All pigs get slaughtered sooner or later. Better if I wonder about themselves we heard from the warehouse.
All the
right?
others.
I mean,
sickness.
What was that all about?
That's better. You'll go far, Grayson.
Don't trouble your potato little head. Oh crap.
We're gonna die. That madman Sokolov is going to do something terrible to us.
Shh, they'll hear you. Well, not to hear it, but otherwise you're just
There
drawing
you go.
attention to us.
That's how you get rid of them.
I don't know
All right,
who you are
out you go.
or why you did this for me, but listen. Nearby, there's a partially collapsed building. Up on what used to be the 3rd floor, you'll see a painting. I used to work there. Behind the painting, there's a safe, and the code is 294.
Okay. Well, I mean, look at this place. Like, there's not exactly much floor for there to be a second of. All right, 2, 9, 4. Nice. Extra $200. Give me Sly Cooper vibes. If only I had like a little calling card I could deposit. Oh god. There we go. Nothing useful here. Alright. So we finally made it to SOKOLOV'S place. Got a bit of a non-specific persistent cough there. Alright. I want to loot this place blind before we go any further. Processing, don't care. Hadician bull rat study, ew. SOKOLOV'S key. Okay. Oh, hi. Maybe don't walk in front of him.
I now turn my hopes
That's
and
our boy.
energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Please, sir. Please let me go.
Ah, awake, I see. How are you feeling?
Just stole that right off the desk.
Much worse. Do I have the plague? Please, sir. I don't want to die.
Hush now, no one's going to die. You are much improved, number 312. The formula I...
What is this?
What? How did you get past all the guards? Your tattoo is quite...
Your guards suck.
It is reminiscent of markings I've studied on cave walls far from the city. Who sent you? Piero? That jealous fool. There's no need to be his laphound. You and I can come to an agreement.
Yeah,
One
like
that
I've
sure
mentioned
will
before,
please you.
everybody in this game's mega ugly.
Who are you? What is it you want? Money? Elixir against the plague? I don't know how you got past all the defenses, but I think I can assume if you wanted me dead, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Everything within my power to give you is yours. If you'll just let me go. I can see you are an intelligent man, so you understand there will be repercussions if you should harm me. I am the royal physician, head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Stay back! Have you... What? Please!
You take a nap. We'll get to you later.
Leave me be. Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal.
Alright.
Pain is horrible right now. So I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
Alright. Now, there are a couple of things that we want to get before we leave, so I'm just going to deposit the good doctor on his bed here. We will come. I'm sure he's fine. Alright.
Go for the alarm, now! Go for the alarm, now! Huh? What? That might be what... The alarm! Assassin, help!
Well... Whoa. Physics wigging out a bit there. Oh, really? Hang on, I'm gonna need to load back further because otherwise I'm just gonna end up in an infinite loop. Where is it? Oh, there you are. That was weird. Nice laying position there. Alright, come on then. Let's maybe not miss my shots this time. Oh, he was... he was lounging is what he was. Alright, set you down nice and easy. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to... There you go. Okay. Let's see if we can find a thing to put in there. Underfloor section. What I really want to do is head for the main workshop. Here we go. I'm just gonna borrow that. There's a big open workshop somewhere. I want to grab that for... Oh! Elevator. Aha! This has brought me down here. Sokolov's note to HOWLCREEK. Captain HOWLCREEK, when you and your men arrive tomorrow, I'll be working in my greenhouse on the roof. I know the Lord didn't want you to follow around every moment, but please avoid disturbing me. The experiments I am conducting are quite sensitive and I must finish with haste. Please do not have any evidence of the fucked up shit that I'm doing.
Huh? Guard, to me! You're gonna bleed! Firing!
Oh god.
Stand clear!
So this is what I came here to grab. It's the portrait of Lady Boyle. Okay. Wow, how did he block me while running past? Okay. Can I... Alright, there we go. Turned it off. go back and... There's a whole extra room up there. Oh! This is unlocked. Ah, okay. Right, I know where I'm at now. Alright, so let's go fetch the doctor and get him out. Is there something? No. I'm not going to read every single world-building book because... Woof! Uh-oh! Nailed that landing. Sit here a second, I'm just going to remove you and you. Two from here. Here we go. Alright, we made it.
The royal physician himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and read
Rude.
it off.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, got the paintings, most of the money, saved the stranded woman, robbed Pratchett's safe. 23 hostiles killed.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
I mean, who hasn't woken up in a barn every now and then? Fridays, am I right?
Well done, Chrono. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir.
I go have a
If you wish
light,
to get some
haven't you?
sleep, now is a good time.
Yeah, let's take a minute. Things new spawned around? Yep, there's a bone charm. Let's go get that.
The Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning.
Custis and Morgan Pendleton are some of your best and brightest. Who boy are you in for a bad time?
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Okay, I remember this. Yep, I can't get that bone charm yet for a while.
And will be summarily punished by officers of the law.
Right, let's go. Say goodnight to Emily.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there in the city.
She alright? Okay, maybe we give her a minute. So, now we get to my favourite mission in the game. Just spazzing out in her dreams. Yeah, can't imagine what she's dreaming about. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in custody of the Loyalists. Though through Sokolov, it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man in the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
Smart thinking.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
He's just too precious. Alright, so let's go and grill Sokolov, either literally or figuratively.
Well, Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who eats an entire ham for breakfast. How do I can't remember where Sokolov's being held. I think it's... Ah, there we go. It's in the far building, which we've not had any reason to go into yet.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Yes, because you were listed as the postulant child before, which is a bit rude.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
So these must be the eponymous hound pits.
To my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse.
Can
How long
confirm.
do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Unfortunately, the painting was made from the back, so we can't use that.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Alright.
Sorry.
Open her up, Admiral.
No, not rats. Stop! Stop! I will tell you what you need to know. I'm obliged to
Well, that was
safeguard
easy.
Dunwall's greatest intellectual asset. I can only tell you so much. I was not permitted to see her face or hear her full name. She called herself Lady Boyle. You see, I painted her from behind.
Legendary, he says, lasted less than seconds.
But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course. You already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
Yes,
We
you'll
certainly
be able
do.
to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. Corvo, if you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
So what was that about a legendary
I swear
willpower?
I never saw her face. Although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city. And perhaps the Empire itself.
Alright, so we're looking for the lady with a monster booty.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Okay, deliver a note to Lord Shaw.
I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
I'm sure he much favours his ankles.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well.
You're not good with kids, are you, Admiral? Piero is upstairs. Alright. Piero!
What will I say when Sokolov has passed at his funeral? Even like this, perhaps. Sokolov is dead.
He's not here.
Gone forever. We were rivals at the academy, yes. He was jealous of my agile brain and youthful energies. But he's dead now. And what can I say about him? Sokolov, he did improve on some inventions. He did well for himself in his way. He had many admirers among the aristocracy, especially those who lack a solid background in matters of natural philosophy. He was a painter of portraits. They say his work was genius. That remains to be seen. Time will tell.
Man, I hope that Piero never gets invited to my funeral. Alright, so I think Piero's in the pub somewhere.
The Ascendancy Circle has chosen T. Martin to be High Overseer.
So, you've already
lucky
plodded
you.
with the mind of the great Sokolov. I must admit, with both you and Sokolov, it's rather thrilling to have such notable figures here with us. I wonder if Sokolov's loyalties could be turned in our favor.
Well, you're apparently High Overseer now. I'm sure you can figure it out. Where the merry hell is Piero? Yoink. So I've got a ton of cash that I want to spend. Oh. Piero, what are you doing?
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. Okay. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, you know, looking through the lock.
Yeah, please don't do
I couldn't
that.
bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize. And beg for your discretion.
You are about as subtle as a heart attack, Piero.
You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop.
Let's. There we go. I can upgrade my boots. So much cash. Yeah. Gonna get both of these so I can move around quieter. Ammunition capacity. Let's upgrade the sword. And why not just get giant ridiculous pistol. That'll do for now. Alright. Oopah. So now, my pistol is a full-on revolver now. And it looks ridiculous.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
I certainly am. So, welcome to Lady Boyle's Last Party. You've learned that the Lord Regent's strongest supporter is Lady Boyle. However, 3 women within the Boyle family are referred to as Lady Boyle, the wife of the late Lord Boyle and her sisters. Sokolov painted Lady Boyle from behind and under unusual circumstances and does not know which is actually the Lord Regent's ally. You're being sent to the posh Boyle estate on the night of a costume party in order to determine which Lady Boyle you must eliminate. It's randomized.
Pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours lets you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
So these are the tall boys. They are absolutely bloody huge, and they do not fuck around because they have grenade-launching bows like something out of Warframe. You can only kill them from the top. You have to jump on them to take them out. Yeah, these dudes are rough. No, nothing up here. Also, very, very Half-Life 2 giant ridiculous barricade here. Uh-oh.
Clear the streets. This area is restricted to invited guests only by request of the local landowners.
Gotta love local landowners.
Damn, for me! Stand clear! Someone, please! Someone!
Good hits.
This was too easy.
Yeah, you just fucking snap-fired those dudes. Whoop. Oh, hi. And we get the shrine for this mission.
Party, Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
So that's the explanation for how you do the non-lethal variant. We'll see exactly the methods later, but it's pretty fucked up how you... Esma Boyle is a rutting hound. Oh crap. Ah! Ew! Laughed on me. So yeah, even the classy parts of town aren't free of the plague. So...
She was supposed to sing that evening in the garden, but she lost her voice right at the start.
And that's a crime?
Wait for it. A couple of overseers were passing, and they had one of their... you know.
The music boxes.
So she stopped singing as they passed, and...
And they thought she was a witch.
You should have seen it. Ran right through the rose bushes and tackled her. Dragged her back to that abbey.
And they call us stupid.
We had to get a notarized letter from the regent himself to get her back. But she hasn't been the same since.
I'm not surprised. I've heard stories.
She won't talk about it. One of these days I'm gonna take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, the institutions don't get along. Alright, is there anything else? There's one bone charm out here. Oh, actually, I didn't check what the bone charm that I just picked up was. Acrobat, climb slightly faster. Good enough. Alright. What was that? Oh, there's a rune in the water. Whee! So the water here should be decently safe. Usually it's full of carnivorous fish, but... There we go. That's why you can't just swim from one end to the other in the last mission, is because the river is full of fish that will just pick you apart. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Neutral zone. So hey, you look familiar.
Why, it's a fortress. Have you ever been...
Oh, there went my invitation.
Maddie, don't chase after that. You don't know what's in those buildings.
No place is safe anymore. I don't understand what's happened to this city.
We don't need that invitation. That's if you didn't get it before, but because we went to Bunting's place and we stole his...
They're going to wear the same costume in different colors, and we're meant to guess. Another of their eccentric fancies. I suppose we've no choice but to play.
It's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be inexpressibly tiresome.
If you're not going to have fun, maybe you should go home.
I'll struggle on once we locate the wine.
Harold takes pride in being difficult.
As much as you take in being easy.
Shall we go in?
Emma insisted we meet her out by the curb.
Well, I'm going to catch plague and die waiting out here.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Why don't you wait here as any
Well, get in.
would, and we'll go inside and make nasty remarks about Emma's style. Or lack of it.
Well, we know I'm no gentleman, so you might as
Here we go.
Invitation,
Feel
please.
sorry for her.
There we go. And we just provide...
We're here to ask for a handout.
There we go.
When have the Boyles ever
Teach
given
him the
anything
best
away?
made cards,
Maybe she
the
hopes she'll win the
half-wit.
game.
Right this way, sir.
I'd die without gossip.
We'll probably die anyway, waiting for Emma.
I'll drink to that.
Which part?
Any of it. Damn, I want some wine.
You're a grumpy bunch. Just gonna... Yep. Hit your pocket from across the room. So...
Ah, Mr. Bunting. Just had someone here pretending to be you. Welcome.
There we
Another
go.
party game. It was fun for a season, but now?
What is it tonight?
Guess which is which. Their hair and makeup are identical, but one's in red, one's in black, one's in white. There's a prize at the end. The Boyle cameo.
As if they don't get enough attention. Then again, the cameo is worth a lot.
Doesn't Esma's bedroom have a balcony? If you could get up there, I bet you could find something.
More likely I'd end up in Coldridge Prison. The City Watch is everywhere tonight. But at least you're thinking.
Oh my, that's wicked. Who made that mask for you? It's exactly like the wanted posters.
That's going to cast a pall over the whole evening. I think I'm starting to enjoy myself.
It's so... Oh, yeah, I see what you... Yeah, it's the poshness. It's just so... It's cloying is what it is. If you're willing to, like, do a bit more of a risk, you could voop over that side of the building. And just...
Hello. The Boyles hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
I hope you have a wonderful time with that moustache, sir. Alright. Boyle Mansion.
Careful. We tried for a peek upstairs and the man on duty is an ass.
I should have taught him some manners. This party is a sham.
I'm sure he's just doing his job. A party like this, anyone might have crept in.
Oh,
Excuse
yes.
me, my cousin is a marquis.
Of course I don't mean you, but people are desperate, and the Boyles are awfully wealthy these days.
Nonsense. Waverly just hires officers from the Watch to impress people.
Your obsession with the Boyle women. Will it never end?
So,
gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Never doubt it.
let's just demonstrate. So here we go. We have the guest book, a regular who's who. Let's sign the name. There we go. Lord Protector Corvo Etano. Massive brass fucking balls. So
Welcome
we have
to my party. I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
not. So that's one of them. So we're looking with someone with a banging ass.
A gentleman?
I'll have you know I'm as gentle as I need to be in any given situation. As I think I've proven.
Bloody hell, that is an impractical mask.
There's a great deal I could offer you.
Don't be silly. The rumors say the Boyles practically own your estate.
What if I said I could get you out of the city, away from all this, to Serkonos or further?
I don't believe you, but if you're telling the truth, we should talk further, but not here.
Excuse me.
Oh, leave him be. It's a party. Go ahead, help yourself. I take everything I can carry. They'll never miss it.
I love that touch of just like,
You there, stop that.
just like, people don't mind you just like nicking shit because it's kind of expected.
What most people don't remember is the rats came a half a year before the Empress died. Only the plague do.
Look at this. Look at the feast.
If something caused this, it's not the Empress's passing.
The size of this monster.
I say nothing against the Lord Regent. He's the only one holding this together. Excuse me a moment.
So where is... Okay, Lord Shaw's in the garden. They have a bloody champagne fountain. There we go. Let's get pissed. Got yourself a drink. Cheers.
Ooh, scary mask.
Yep, that's the idea. Alright. We're going to go out the back and we're going to have a chat with Lord Shaw. That's when you know you're rich, yeah.
Yes.
We have a letter from Lord Pendleton.
Pendleton? What's he got to say to me? Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this.
I wonder what he could mean.
It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of.
Be it noted that Lord Pendleton's representative has a pistol. You may proceed. A contest of honor will take place between this anonymous gentleman acting for the challenger, Lord Trevor Pendleton, and Lord Shaw, the challenged party.
Yep,
You
we
will
have
each turn and proceed
accidentally...
to the marked positions and remain
we have
facing away
accidentally
from
stumbled
each
into a
other
duel.
As I count down from 3. You may then turn and fire
Get
at will.
on with it. I'll kill this fool and we can all go back inside.
Sorry, my lord. We shall proceed. Stop. Stand right there. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. I forgot Shadow Kill works.
And that's another patron dead. What do we do now?
It's lucky we're in demand. I hear the Estermonts pay top coin.
Did the city get any worse?
No use trying them tonight. Let's see if we can find a little brandy. Let the Boyles clean up the mess.
Well, goodbye, Lord Shaw. We don't even get to read the note to see what the hell all that was about. Alright, so... Yeah, like I say, just turned into
We found out
powder.
what the whales could do, and it made us an empire. This is... excuse me.
So, we need to find out which of her ladyships is actually her ladyship. Just gonna help myself to the purse. know. You. So we need to find our way upstairs to the bedrooms.
Brimsley? You'll never believe this.
What is it now?
She had her jobber pick up a boy in the street, barely 16 years old, no family left.
I thought her interests were confined to her family.
I think she ran out of family a while ago.
What's it all about? And how do you know this?
My servants heard it from hers, naturally. They were sexual rights, I can only assume. Or else, I heard she bathed in her own nephew's blood.
Ridiculous. What sort of hygiene is that?
It's a ritual for the outsider. To keep
You
them
gotta
safe.
love.
Emma, you could get the sense of the abbey.
Yo, turn that off.
They don't want.
Whoop.
The Brimsleys made an awful.
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
So that is... Okay, that's now off.
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
Thank you, sir.
Careful. The Wall of Light is a gift from the Lord Regent, designed to keep his good friends safe. I doubt you qualify.
Yeah, you gotta love estate gossip. Okay, so that's off if I need it, but if I go up those stairs, they will instantly be all on me. If I remember right, there is some... Is this the smoking room? Bloody hell.
You should see this as an opportunity.
Hold on, I need a cigar.
There's some...
Evening, sir.
Other stairs around that I can take. There should be some, like, servants' quarters. Here we go. No, that's not gonna fly either. Alright, well, we'll do it the other way. We go out the back. And here we go. Those guys are gonna have a smoke break, and I... Whomp. Oh, damn it. I completely beefed the jump. Right, and then... Now we can get into the upper floors. Painting of the Lord Regent himself. Let's get poking around. Little... Ah! That opens up. That one. Here we go, Esma's. Finally, tonight. The party's going to be so fabulous. I shall bed the first man to ask for it, and the second after that. I'm so sick of these dark, awful times. Every day is as dreary as the one before. Okay. So Esma's thirsty as hell. Esma, darling, there are 3 costumes for your party. It pains me that I can't be there, though I'm sure you understand why. I know you're going to look lovely in red. I've enclosed a skeleton key to Dunwall Tower. When you visit me, no barrier will come between us. Ooh. Okay. Dunwall Tower skeleton key. Okay. So Esma is the one we want. She's in red, and she's thirsty as hell, so we can use that. Oil cameo, which is worth 150, which is more than a gold ingot. Waverley's bedroom key. Nice, more pearls. Alright. Alright, now let's get back downstairs, track down the red lady. Whomp. And back inside. There we go. So now we know which one's which, we can just go straight over there. Hey.
Hello, handsome.
I think I know your name.
Oh, really? Who am I then? In the flesh. Now, do you know what my sisters are wearing? That sounds lovely. Why don't you come with me?
There we go. She is as easy as it gets, and we just follow her straight upstairs.
Ooh, scary mask.
Doing all right there.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak. Privately.
Sorry, buddy. Well, I'll talk to him later.
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
But for now... If we leave her alone, she'll get bored and wander off, and then we'll lose the opportunity, but...
Evening, madame.
Captain?
You know, I have a dirty little secret. You can't imagine who I'm seeing. I mean, if people only knew. But I'm only doing it to ensure the family name. It's too dangerous right now not to have proper connections.
You don't
Truthfully,
say.
If I could get free of him, I would. You're more my type. Mysterious, silent, self-composed. I do believe this is going to be a fabulous evening.
It certainly is.
Well, here we are. What shall we do with ourselves?
It's her dealt with. So I should just be able to walk straight past these guys, back out. There we go. So where's Lord Brisby? Can I still talk to him now that I've done the business? I think he's in the smoking room? I don't remember. No?
Please move along.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm trying to find a dude in a weird, like, burlap sack head.
If you want to be beaten, go right ahead. Let your family starve. Sell your wife into prostitution. I'm sure I can get you a good price.
You son of a bitch.
There's the old pirate spirit. Things are changing too fast to give up just yet. First that nasty mess with the Empress, now the High Overseer's gone. Parliament is...
Go ahead, take it. Everyone
damn it.
does. I had a servant sew me an extra pocket.
Indeed.
Oh, damn it, I broke their conversation.
Stop that.
Okay, looks like Lord Brisby's buggered off.
Doing all right there.
But if you talk to him,
Could the city get any worse?
if you talk to Lord Brisby, then he gives you the non-lethal option for this mission, which is Lord Brisby is Lady Boyle's stalker, and you can knock her out and bring her to him, and he will sequester her away forever, which is all manner of fucked up. Alright. Whoa. Someone's moved. Oh crap. Quick. There we go. That must look weird from Samuel's perspective. Guys swimming at 90 miles an hour.
But we'd best be on our way. Quickly.
There we go. Oh, damn it, I missed a painting. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can do that. That's like the real sort of quick and clean way. If you want to take your time, like if you really don't trust yourself to sneak around the upstairs, you can bumble about and like talk to people until you can put together, like, guess which one is the lady you're after.
Lord Pendleton said he would meet us here. I checked the wine cellar. Losing family gives a man a thirst.
You can also just kick the door down and murder the hell out of everyone, you know. Let's go track down Lord Pendleton.
I trust you enjoyed the Boyle's hospitality. Lord Pendleton is anxious to see you. I think he is taking his morning refreshment.
Alright. Note from the courier. Last man, this note is for you. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. There is a package next to your bed and a note from the one who wanted you to have it. So, because we signed our name in the guest book, we have a package.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The streets adjacent to Boyle Manor remain off-limits pending an on...
You did it. And now we've done away with a woman, and a noble woman at that. But Boyle was a viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress. So I don't feel a thing for her.
Personally, I heard you upheld my name in a rather spectacular style and at some risk to yourself. I want to thank you for it. This little item has been helpful to my family over the generations, but I think you'll find more use for it than I ever will. Go on. Take it.
You've had a long night, Corvo, but I fear it's not over. Havelock and Martin have already cooked up something more for you. They would like to see you now, in Havelock's chambers above the bar.
Corvo, the time has come. Everything we have done, everything that you have done, has served to make this moment possible.
The Lord Regent is exposed, Corvo. Vulnerable. And now everything is in place to strike at him. We're one step from the throne.
One man, one beating heart, is all that's left of the forces that brought this city to the brink of ruin.
It is simple, but it will be far from easy. The Lord Regent's paranoia has reached an all-time high. He has lost the support of the Overseers, the Parliament, his financial base, and he's lost Sokolov, who made his security technology. So at Dunwall Tower, he has consolidated every remaining loyal man around him.
He knows something is coming. He knows you are coming. And everything depends on him being correct. Piero will help you prepare. Then Samuel will take you close to the tower, near the waterlock. Last time you were there was the horrible day that all of this started. Now you will go there and end it. Good luck, Corvo.
I'm not sure what else we could say, other than our hopes are riding on you.
Hey. Let's do this. We're gonna head upstairs and get the package first. So we get an extra rune and a note. Whoever you are, I must thank you for sparing at least part of my family. We all have enemies, and certainly we Boyle women. In a way, you've done me a favour, so you deserve a reward. I've passed this along one of my servants, through another who knows another, to one of yours. May we never cross paths again. I love that touch of just, like, people knowing things through gossiping servants. Hey, Piero.
Do you need me to build something for you? I can make anything, practically.
Alright. Let's see what you have. Buy that rune. Did not mean to buy the bullet, but hey. Let's get extra bulk capacity, because that's always useful. More zoom on the mask. I'll just buy everything. Fuck it.
Hello to you, Corvo. I imagine you made that masquerade a lively event. I doubt there will be another high society party that will live up to it.
Yes, I wonder how many of these high society parties end with a murder.
Ready to face the Lord Regent? About time we took care of him, I say. Long past time.
Alright, looking at the time, I'm actually going to... we're going to get there, and we're going to put a pin in it, and we'll pick up next time, because I want a full session to do this, because this is quite a long mission. It's time to end the Lord Regent's rule, and if you succeed, Emily will be crowned Empress. You must return to Dunwall Tower and infiltrate the place where you once served as Lord Protector. Ever paranoid, the Lord Regent has upgraded security over the months and has a heavily defended safe room to which you will escape if you set off any alarms. Well, that's where we'll just have to go and put all of the landmines.
This is it, Corvo. Your last memories of Dunwall Tower might not be good ones, huh? So maybe you can make up for what happened back then. It'll be a bit of a climb from the waterlogged. Most important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something. Crazy if you ask me. Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here where all them announcements come from. Might be worth looking into.
Yeah, that's the non-lethal option.
Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
Alright, so this is where we will put a pin in it for now, and we will pick up next time. Because, as I say, I want a full session to play through this, because this is quite a heavy-duty mission. So until then, thank you all for joining me. I shall see you tomorrow. Good night, and much love.